Not allowed to use the phone at the desk. This one is based on an experience my wife had at a previous job, around 12 years ago. My wife, GF at the time, worked for a small IT recruitment company as a recruiter. The offices were quite small, situated on the first floor of an office block with no balcony or kitchen, or any place to really take a proper lunch break. So, my wife just sat at her desk during her allocated tea and lunch breaks and browsed her phone. Her PC was locked from accessing any websites such as FB and such. She found out that she was reported several times for being on her phone at her desk, something that was not allowed while working, but argued that she was on her lunch break and that she was not working and could be on her phone. She was then told that she cannot be on her phone at her desk as her colleagues can't know that she's on a break. She argued that there is nowhere to go for breaks, except for downstairs and outside, a place where the smokers take regular breaks. But, nope, she was not allowed on her phone at her desk. So, from that day on, whenever the group of smokers took a break, she would go downstairs and stand with them, browse her phone, and come up with them. This meant that she took breaks as frequently as the smokers did, and she was away from her desk far more than she was taking her previous breaks for. It's small, but she felt a little victory inside. Luckily, she didn't stay in that job long.
I've never understood why smokers get more breaks than non-smokers.
I didn't like that smokers had more breaks than everyone else, so a friend and I started taking fresh air breaks, where we'd simply go outside for 10 minutes with a tea or coffee and chat. No one in management ever said a word.
I'm not sure about your location, but where I am you must legally be provided a space away from your workspace to take breaks. Even shops usually have a gross table in a back room somewhere, usually equipped with a non- or semi-functional microwave and smelly fridge.
I was in a similar situation once. I used to play mobile games on my phone during my lunch break. I actually had a place to go, though, namely, the break room. I would be sitting there playing games, usually while my lunch was in the microwave or after having eaten it, playing on my phone. I wasn't taking long breaks or anything, I kept my eye on the time. My boss didn't like that. Apparently, even though it was clearly lunchtime and I was in the break room, he didn't ever want to see me on my phone, and he said so. My bathroom breaks got suspiciously longer and more frequent, especially around break times, after that request. My boss didn't seem to notice. Out of sight, out of mind, I suppose.
One company in Japan added up all of the time smokers took on breaks and then offered non-smokers the equivalent amount of time in extra annual vacation days. It added up to 6 days per year. The policy also served as an incentive for smokers to kick the habit. Such a win-win policy.
We're going full open concept office soon and I can see the same issue happening for myself, so I bought a sign that says, "Be back in," with a clock that I can move the hands on like the ones at any store. I'll add a "on break" at the top. I'm sure it will piss off management, but what can they do?
When I worked kitchens, my boss gave me shit for taking smoke breaks even though I didn't smoke. I pointed out smokers were getting easily an extra 30 minutes worth of breaks a shift while I had to pick up slack. He wasn't having it. So I bought a pack and would sit in the back and light one. An UN smoked cig takes a long time to burn. He'd give me shit and I'd say, "Still working on this cig." After about 2 days he told me to stop lighting cigs and I could take 5-minute breaks. Mighty generous.